Let's get loud.
And now it makes me wonder, but now I won't believe. And now it makes me wonder, but now I won't believe.
Communication. It started out as a conversation between two people, but as time went by and people's needs became greater, they developed more ways to communicate. Businesses today need to minimize incomplete connections. Therefore, it is critical that they provide optimal service. Xilinx desktop, mobile and web applications can process everything from normal calls and callbacks to chats, emails and social media inquiries. Let Xilinx liberate your business.
Hello and welcome to this training at the Nürburgring GP. We have both Peter and John in the studio today. So we have some announcements to make today. So let's just say that our next coming special event, Nürburgring 24 hours, is gonna be with prizes, and maybe Peter, you will be announcing the amount that we are going to launch the event with to start with right now.
Hello guys, and sorry for my it's less than optimal microphone conditions. We had some technical issues with some updates and stuff that was going on in the studio, so we tried to do everything and tried to be prepared yesterday, but that really doesn't matter when once you turn stuff on today, it's no longer the same. So prepare as much as we did last night after the race. Really matter. But we're ready now, and as John says, we're ready to announce some things and some changes going on with the Nürburgring 24-hour race. So a lot of people has been asking us how many people are signed up for the race, and enough is the answer to that. If it's important to you how many is signed up, I don't think it's the type of race that you should be competing in. It's not like, no matter if we sign up, if there's 60 teams signed up in our factor, a track like the Nürburgring is still going to seem like pretty much an empty track. Bear in mind, it's 22 point something kilometers long, so of course 60 cars on the Nürburgring is going to seem like something like 15 cars on Spa or something like that. We ventured into negotiations some weeks ago with our TV broadcast partners, Sport Extra, and a deal is now coming up with them, which allows us to present a prize pool of 1,000 euros for the upcoming race. So of course that is going to have to be split out amongst the three classes competing in the race. So it's not going to be 1,000 euros for the first prize of the SP9 or GT3 class alone. That's going to be split up among the classes. There's a BMW M2 SP8 Turbo class car as well, and there is the Porsche Cup cars as well. All of that landing page, everything is going to be set up as soon as possible, and more information, articles on it, everything is going to come out hopefully sometime late tonight, or at least sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, and as well, we could actually announce that we will also have some hardware prizes for the teams to win, where they're actually competing in this Nürburgring 24-hour special event race. So it's not only the money prizes we will introduce, but we will also introduce some great hardware prizes as well.
And John, as well, the fact that we've now got a TV station broadcasting the race allows us to go into negotiations with several of our other partners, and see if we can't bump up any of the prices and stuff. on that. And the reason why we're not streaming from the Nordschleife circuit right now is exactly because of the technical issues that hit the studio. While you're watching this on stream, I am preparing and setting up the second PC for joining onto the Nordschleife server.
We will also welcome the teams to start training at this special training now that also was launched on the Facebook site today, where you can actually read about all the news, and you can also get all the news from the teams within this live stream. So the teams would actually have a very good amount of information if they join this race. So of course we especially invite the teams who are in our Endurance E-Racing World Championship series to join this server tonight, so we can get some interviews, and you can ask questions towards the staff as well.
And we encourage everyone who participated in the Assetto Corsa sprint race yesterday to join us as well, and maybe join us in the green room or directly in the studio in order for us to interview you guys. And we really want to hear what's going on. I've got a recorded short interview with Jesper Nyvang Petersen, one of the drivers in the winning Burst Esport car from yesterday. We'll be working on getting that into a playable format as well, so we can play that interview. And by the way, as well as that, we're working on updating the point standings for the sprint series. It wasn't really that relevant when we only had one result, but now that there's two results and we need to add the points up, it's of course very relevant for everyone participating in this and all the spectators to actually be able to see what the point standings are. So we need to make that in a format where it's easily updatable and a format that allows us to include it on the live stream as well. So a little bit of patience on that, because it actually takes several hours and a lot of work to create these kind of systems and overlays. It's not just something you just sit down an afternoon and get done. And we of course have to make it so that we can run different graphics interfaces and overlays on it, so that we can make it fit all of the other graphics on screen, whether it's in Assetto Corsa or our overlays on rFactor 2, or maybe other simulators that we're bringing into the mix. Because of course by now I hope everyone's realized that GTR24H is not a single simulator company. We're not married to any one of these simulators. We just generally want to provide people with the best possible racing. That is our goal. John, you were hosting race control. Last night. How did you see the Assetto Corsa race? How did it pan out?
In consideration of the Brand Hatch track is a very busy track with a lot of cars as well yesterday. I must say that I'm quite surprised that we did not see huge crashes and stuff like that. Of course, we had cars having a lot of different contacts during the race and stuff like that, but something for more like race incidents and stuff like that, but not something that I would say was like on the insane side of things. But the race in general was really well driven by the teams, and I think that there was not much to report about actually, which I would say was quite surprising, because it is still Brand Hatch. It was very, very how can you say, intense track when you watch it as well. But yeah, straightforward. It was just an okay race yesterday, and an excellent second race in the sprint series as well for both race control and also the stream team, you Peter, and yeah, the commentary team. So yeah, it was a great race yesterday. Yes. So yeah, not much to comment on there.
I'm actually walking through our files here because I know a specific place where I can change a number and by changing that number it will make it so that we can play actually play all of the highlights that was recorded from the race yesterday, but that requires me to calculate. So the race started at 8 o'clock yesterday. That's 25.5 hours ago. So I need to get 25.5 hours in seconds now. This is a bit tricky, but times 60 minutes times 60 seconds, that's 91,800 seconds ago. So if I put that in here and save that, now I might as well copy our sound channel now as well, because we're on a different machine now, and I'm not even really sure that all the filters and everything are set up properly on this audio channel, but I want to copy it anyway for reference. Once I change to this highlight scene, may or may not be able to hear what John and I are saying, and I really want to maybe if we could speak on top of some of the highlights. At least I can, because I'm seeing the highlights, which is a thing we need to clear out as well. So obviously the commentary team needs to they need to be able to actually see the highlights as they're running on the live stream. Any sort of delay on that just can't have that. So that's a technical issue to work out as well, how we make it play these highlights without any delay, so the commentary team can see it as well. Let's try and see if it'll run some of the highlights from yesterday. There's some in the beginning, I think, from the start of the race, from the it's the first hairpin at Druids. Yeah, here we go. That's from the race yesterday. It's a bit of pushing around in the Druids corner. Down at the bottom of the field, there was all these battles going on from 5th to 6th place. I believe that was the battles. Was he?
That's the Ronix car, and I think the other car behind the Ronix car was the AAA.
Number 762.
Yeah, I don't have the numbers.
Number 60, number 762. Number 6, it takes a wide. I think he was trying to keep more speed down through the honest, that didn't really work out that well, so he ended up on the outside, lost a lot of positions. And this by the way is only about 5 to 7 minutes into the race or something like that. This is still 10 laps in, something like that, and it kept on going like this for the entire 2 hours. There was no point in the race where there wasn't close battles for positions all the way up and down through the field. And of course, much of the last part of the race was Hani Al-Sabti as well, trying to catch up with Jesper Nyvang in the lead. So obviously Hani had more speed in the car, and that actually led to Hani doing some mistakes. and he was in a conflict, right, with one of the back markers as well. It was one of the back markers that got punished, right, John?
Yeah. We gave a lot of drive-throughs yesterday as well for the race.
There's a guy there closing the door a little bit too late. In my my opinion, that was actually a nice attack by the guy on the inside. He was clearly able to get through with that overtaking without pushing the car on the outside. But the guy on the outside just decided to, nope, that's my door. I'm closing it.
Yeah.
That's always going to end in tears. There was so much respect between a lot of the drivers. Like, it was crazy, great respect between the drivers and giving each other room and having all of these very long, very, very close battles and a lot of side-by-side driving and undercutting and stuff like that all through the entire race. Are we getting the audio on from the highlight player? I'm a little bit concerned about that. Yeah, it should be. It's just not loud enough.
Some really entertaining driving yesterday. The such Corsa competition race at Brian Hatch.
That's actually the red car behind him. It's actually a lap car that's driven by Lasse Ågaard. He was actually faster than the two guys in front of him that lapped him. So he spent a whole lot of time trying to not interfere with the battle between these two guys and trying to unlap himself to get by. That was a hairy situation. That actually took quite a long time before he managed to get unlap himself from those two guys. That's some of the fascinating thing about these. We call it a sprint race because it's only 2 hours, but obviously a 2-hour race is actually quite long. But once you change your drivers as well, and there's different skill levels of drivers in the team, that's actually situations that is well, it's not exactly common, but it's not something you don't see like you see once in a while in endurance racing, with some of the lap cars suddenly being faster than the cars ahead and then having to catch up and unlap themselves. Quite wide lines there. And once again, this is going on later in the race. I think this is still in the first. It's still in the first hour of the race. They're all battles for, I think, 4, 5, 6, 7th position. One of the first esport cars they entered 2 of the Lexus cars that mistakenly bumped the car in the rear end ahead. I think he was just slowing down a lot more than he expected.
It was a very entertaining race yesterday. Yeah, some very great driving there from the teams and a good amount of great overtaking. And even if it's really hard to overtake some places that Brian had to actually. They managed to do it quite safely, I would say. We had so few things to do in race control. I was quite surprised about that, to be honest. Kind of like thought we had a very, how can you say, busy race with a lot of, a lot of judging and stuff like that. But that was really not the case yesterday. So, yeah, great driving, especially.
How about that Mike Epps from the Team Rookie Monsters? It was just a constant provider of entertainment throughout the entire race, and he was still going as fast as he was catching up and getting into the podium places. That was actually a very, very impressive drive. I need to move, John, I need to move to the second PC in order to try and get the Nordschleife practice stream up and running. So I'll be away for, until I can get back, basically.
As earlier announced, we on this stream when it started up after a few technical issues, we announced that we will now have a prize pool of 1,000 euros for the Nürburgring special 24-hour race coming actually not this coming weekend but the next weekend, and from the 22nd to the 23rd. We are as well working with a lot of partners now to secure a lot of hardware prizes as well. So it's going to be a great race for this team to join now. The prizes will be great. It will be great competition. So we definitely want to reach out to the teams and please do sign up for this race, because we are really trying our best possible to ramp up the prizes. So it's going to be more and more fighting from the teams to actually achieve that big prize pool. So yes, spread out the good news about this prize pool, because the news will be launched later tonight in a press release together with the Nürburgring sign-up page. So there's a lot of exciting stuff coming that way now, especially because we have the backing from Sport Extra. So we're very happy about this deal, and it seems that they are going to invest more time in the future races as well. So yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting race at the Nürburgring 24 hours. Right now we are actually watching the McLaren 720, I guess. Yes, it is. And that's the Alvaro and Sausti. I think these are the Italian guys, or Spanish guys from yesterday as well. Let's see. Spanish guy, sorry. Harare, Rabanal, and Chalsti is from Spain. Sorry for that, that was my mistake. Trying to catch up to Gerd Nielsen in his BMW M8. Or it's an M6, sorry. Within the next official training, we will announce some new coming sponsors as well. You also heard great news from AMD today, who's gonna be sponsoring our event as well. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting year now for us. GTR, AMD will be coming back to our event. We didn't actually have the chance to do any deals with them in 2019, but AMD fortunately saw the light of being part of GTR's Endurance E-Racing World Championship Series, and yeah, we are glad to have them back right now. So we're just waiting on the final confirmation of the amount and investment AMD will be putting into the series. So yeah, it's great news for the teams. That will be great prizes for the Endurance E-Racing World Championship event as well. And AMD might also back us up on the Sprint Series as well. So it's gonna be an interesting year, yes. So I hope there's a lot of guys out there who's gonna be participating in these events because the more you guys participate as teams, the more sponsors we'll be having coming into our shows and stuff like that. We actually have Gerd in the studio now. He's driving around the track right now. Don't know if Gerd can hear us directly from the car at the track.
I can, but please don't ask any question right now. if we shall talk, I go and keep.
You're not even in the green room, you're in the broadcast room here,
Yeah,
so I can
okay.
ask you all the questions I want because you're in this room. It's our room, you know.
Okay, yeah.
It's okay, it's fine. At least you get some good voices in your ear by Peter and I talking in the studio.
Yeah, that's fine. But if you will, I can jump into the pits if you will ask some question at the stream.
No. Take your time driving around.
Yeah,
This is the most important thing for you guys to train as much as possible leading up to this event.
My game, it has changed something because,
Yeah, we experienced issues with the Pro Sim team yesterday as well. I had power in the phone and he had issues with some of the...
Last time I was in here, I was doing 158 and 157 times, but now I got problems.
Yeah, we had issues with the startup procedure on R-Factor today with two of our PCs. One of the servers was actually having technical issues early on. That's why we were a little bit delayed on the stream and stuff like that. But that's what actually happens now and then. But supposedly we didn't actually know what actually happened. But we're investigating right now because basically the R-Factor server has been closed down and not been updated, nothing. We don't know if there should be any updates out right now from Studio 397, but to our knowledge not. For some reason the old Le Mans server and the Nürburgring Grand Prix server as well was down, so we had to rebuild on the second server we had. That's why you're actually able to drive here today, Gerd, because of that. So yeah, it's a bit strange actually, but as well we also had to update our Assetto Corsa Competizione server today because there's a new patch out fixing a lot of stuff. So the server is now updated for the teams who wants to actually practice on that. Server is live right now, so you can just log in and jump on that and do your special practice training sessions if you want to do that. The Nürburgring 24-hour Nordschleife is also running right now for the teams to join, so you can just jump on that gun as well and start doing your training. We have in the Nürburgring 24-hour race server right now, we have Francesco Moderate and Ezio Gazzola and Andreas Nygaard, and Peter is working on the connection to that for the second live stream, so you can actually stream to two different servers right now running. So I expect Peter to be done like that anytime soon. The other PC might be updating because of things not being running so well today, so as we actually like it to do. So I actually think that if I'm not wrong, we actually have a birthday child on our live stream right now. That's Alvaro. I don't know how old he's actually turning right now, but he seems to have his birthday today. So congratulations on that, Alvaro. I hope you have a good time driving here. Oh, he's turning 35 today. I'm friends with Alvaro on Facebook, so I know. Congratulations. In these strange COVID-19 times. yeah, we're glad that we're also having Nick Newcomb back and have a healthy recovery. I know for a fact that I spoke a lot with Nick during his situation at the hospital. Yeah, it was not a great time. We were very worried in the team, and we're so glad that he's back. So that was the best news that actually hit the studio and the company when Nick was claiming that he was coming home. So yeah, that was really, really good. It's a little bit silent tonight, but it's okay. It's fine that people are doing other things tonight. We still recommend the teams to participate in our live practice session here every single first day in the week from 8:30 to about 11 o'clock in the evening. And it will be good for the teams to get news about what's going to happen at GTR. It will also be great for training against your fellow racers. So we still recommend you guys to drop into the servers and start doing your practice, because you can never get enough. With the upcoming 24 hours of Nürburgring in something like 12 days from now. Yeah, sorry, not even 12 days from now. 10 days, no, not even 8 days from now, actually. We will be starting up with qualifying and yeah, and then the full 24-hour racing in the Nürburgring 24-hour race. So yes, I will still recommend the teams out there to really sign up for this event. It's going to be a great event with a good commentary, and it's going to be with a good amount of teams, especially when the prices are coming out. We expect a lot of teams to sign up now, and with great hardware prices as well. So yeah, that's a good deal for the teams to win. So please spread the good news, as I earlier said, and we can ramp this event up as much as possible, and we need the team's help to do that. So yeah. Okay, do you think there's some changes to the game? You said earlier that you feel the car is different.
No, but I think somehow, you know, when I sit in the car, the head movement is on. So I don't like to drive that.
It's not you nodding the head.
No, I don't think so.
Hello again, guys. I'm back.
Hello.
I just need to it's up and running now, and it's on the Nordschleife server. I just need to check out a few things in order to make sure that it's actually showing all the correct information. This issue when you join an rFactor 2 server after rFactor 2 server after it's been running for a while, the tarmac sometimes looks quite strange. Ooh, yeah, you guys can't see that, but I'm following a guy on the Nordschleife right now, and let's just say he was having an issue. Francesco Morente, and for some reason our data overlays aren't dealing very well with, I think it's the cup car classes. I don't know why this is. I don't exactly have the best of explanations for that one. But I think it's actually, I think it's ready for us to, yes, keep the car on track.
I try.
Pointy end forward. There we go. Now, as I said, it's acting up with the timing right now, and I don't think it's picking up the timing from the right place at the moment. But the correct thing about this is that it is Francesco Morente, and I think that is a Porsche 911 Cup car as well. Quite a lot of camber on it. That looks like a stance car. Look at the rear wheels, how cambered they are. Now I'm getting a battery low warning on my headset. I need to fix stuff. And of course, as well, it's showing standings from the other server, and I think it's showing weather from the other server, from the Nürburgring server as well. Standings from the other server, and I think it's showing weather from the other That might have been stuff set up. Thanks, Morten. That might have been stuff set up in the Nürburgring view. It's not ready. I'll work it. Hey, John?
Yes, I'm here.
Did you, or the server's reporting 23 degree air temperature and 23 degree track temperature, which doesn't really seem like it's actually picking up the real weather data. Most of the time, a good indicator for whether it's working or not working is that if it's R-factor 2 deciding the weather, it's very common to see just the same air and track temperature.
Wait a minute, I will make sure that this. Have a look. I think it's says the temperature is 6 degrees now.
No, on the server it's 23 air temperature and 23 track temperature. That's what the server's reporting. This is what the weather is like for the timing client that's on the server.
According to the data running in the weather client,
And the weather client's not setting this weather on the server.
I can make it rain.
You could try, but it's not going to rain because the weather client isn't communicating with the server. But it will be a nice test. You could just make it rain 50% for 3 seconds, and if nothing happens on the server, then we know it's not connected.
Yeah. Which one are you streaming from, Peter, right now?
12-hour server GP track.
That one doesn't have weather running.
Yeah, okay, because now it's raining on
Yeah.
the North Live server.
That was the one I talked about.
Yeah, but it's still air temperature. No, sorry, my fault. That's not picking up data from the right server. So the GP server is not running real weather.
Not now, no.
You better stop the raining again then.
Yeah,
Set it back to live weather.
it's live weather now.
Yeah, I saw that. Poof, and the rain stopped.
Yeah. To look into the
And
variable
it's
files.
raining in and it's stopping.
Sick.
That was weird.
Supposedly it should work now.
Yeah, but that was when you changed it back. It started raining for like a second again. And it's just rained enough that there's just, like, if you hit the correct spots on the track right now, there's spray, but
Yeah. Some issue with the weather plugin on the second server. The key building.
sorry for that glitch. That was apparently Chrome that decided that the computer didn't have enough memory anymore, and since all of the browsers running all overlays and all data, everything inside of OBS is running with the Chromium browser. When Chrome crashes outside of OBS, apparently all browser windows inside OBS crash as well, and that the OBS main app did not really like having all its browsers forced shut down, so the entire stream went down. Now that generally that's not a big issue. Like services like Twitch and YouTube, stuff like that, they have that under control. So if you kind of have to, like say you had to do a quick restart of your computer because something was wrong or like that, you restart your stream again. I think you have about 2 minutes to restart your stream and it will just start to continue streaming in the same session. But since Facebook is not really wanting to play on this, every time this happens and there's a delay of, I don't know, I think they keyframe about every 2 seconds. So if you have 2 seconds of drop off, it just starts an entirely new live stream. It's weird. I think we have Morten from ProSim in the green room. So let's add him to the channel.
Welcome, Morten.
There we go. Welcome, Morten.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the, how do you say it? Intermittent live stream. Sometimes we're live, sometimes we're not.
Okay. Interesting.
It's a funny situation tonight. I don't know really what's going on.
Everything has been running quite on and off tonight. I don't know. Yeah, Don't know what's going on. Both servers had issues. Stream has issues.
I have a theory, John.
Yeah.
You know how it's common for every single software company in the world to not release stuff on Fridays?
Yeah.
So which day do you end up having? The last day of the week that you can release something in order that if there's problems, you still have one day left in the week to fix stuff.
I was actually choose this day, maybe.
So it was Thursday, like every Thursday you'd have not the big updates, because you usually get those out Monday or Tuesday, so you have the rest of the week to fix up on issues if there are any. But like all small updates and everything. So we call it Update Thursday.
Update Thursday. Yes.
And which day did we choose again to pick for our official practice live streaming?
I don't want to comment.
It's not a very good day, is it?
No, it's not.
In many ways, this is not a good day.
At least the new Assetto Corsa competition at Soldier server is now running, so for the teams who are actually participating in the sprint series can actually join the new server. And yes, it is updated.
What day did that update come out on, John? Today. On the Thursday again.
The first day, yes. Yeah, but that's at least running right now. So, and right now we're trying to figure out what's going on with the other servers. The R-Factor 2 servers went down on this first server today for some peculiar reason. We don't know why.
Did any of you guys get when you were loading? Did you experience extremely long loading times for your
Yep.
R2?
Yep,
Okay.
we had the same issues today, and Pau had it yesterday, so something is related to that.
I didn't have any loading problem.
I didn't have that on the second stream machine either, but the first one has this. It took it something like 7-8 minutes to just get it just started. It was just showing the Alpha 2 logo for 7 or 8 minutes.
Okay. I have no problems with that. But I have to leave now, so yeah.
Thanks for joining, Gerd.
Yeah,
Great night, and
yeah, same to you.
yeah,
Yeah, see you
please stay
next time.
safe.
Same to you. See you next time on
Yeah.
track.
Yeah.
And on air or
Yeah,
anywhere.
whenever, whenever, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're driving on the Nürburgring North Live server right now, Morten, or?
Yeah.
That's you in the Pro Sim number 2 car.
Yep.
Okay.
I heard that you're selling all your gear. Morten, was that you?
I'm sending all my Thrustmaster.
Yeah. Any good bargain for some of the listeners here on the live stream so they can contact you so you can sell your Trustmaster?
It is actually already sold.
Is it already sold? Okay, that's really cool. I'm glad to hear that. So, there's any plans for new gear like Fanatec?
Well, I already have Fanatec Club Sport V2 and the Formula V2.
No direct drive yet?
Nope.
Oh, it's also quite expensive, so I don't even own it myself, so yes. But I don't ride that much sim racing anymore, so I really wouldn't use it. I'm making sure you guys can win great stuff.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm making sure you guys can win great stuff. It was a little bit silent today on this live stream from the commentary team. This is not the original commentary just because we were very late yesterday because of the sprint series race. So today we might be a little bit tired, only a little bit.
There's a lot of other sim racing stuff going on Thursdays as well. I think that is part of the issue as well. Is that a lot of people, of course, don't only race with us. They race in a lot of other leagues. Of course, a lot of those races are actually on Thursdays. So again, I think it's just in general a bad day.
It is.
So that will mostly be my microphone, sim race guy. I'm on a stupid Bluetooth headset, which is running out of power.
We have a joiner here. Andreas Nygaard is now joining the broadcast. Welcome, Andreas. I think you need to grant him talk power. Peter. Nygaard is now joining the broadcast. Welcome, Andreas. I think you need to grant.
That's the thing. I'm in the other end of the house, so that's really not a situation that's possible until I get back again.
You now have talk power, Andreas.
Yes, thank you very much.
Hello. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you
This
very much.
crazy Patch Tuesday, where a lot of things are patching.
Thank you, I'm doing great. Sitting comfortably in my workspace.
Doing your sim racing.
Yeah.
It's your office now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the situation demanded a lot of people change their offices. It's only me that I've already worked from home for more than a year, so I'm really used to just having my own desk workplace at home. So basically, to me, it's like nothing changed. Like literally nothing changed. It's just the same. Now, it's the only thing that changes every time I go down and have to buy groceries. I have to use this sanitation alcohol cleaning thing. That's how I noticed this corona crisis going on. It's because now I have to wash my hands when I do my groceries. That's the full sum of it. It's really strange.
So, Andreas, could you like briefly tell something about your team's preparation for the Nürburgring 24-hour race? How much practice you guys been doing and stuff like that?
Yes.
He was on track.
Yeah. I just wanted to pull up the volume a little bit around here while I'm driving. Yes, we are a team. Just guys jumped out from the ID Sim Sport. I'm very into ID Sim Sport, and my dad as well is ID Sim Sport guy. So yeah, we're a smaller team under them, and I got a friend in mine joining us for this team to participate in this race.
Yeah, so the new guard or my guard team is that's mostly you and your dad.
Yeah. Then we have to rename the team because my friend is named Nygaard, so we had to just go with Guard. But yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's fine. Think about that. What sim racing does is make it possible for you to go racing online with your dad on the same team. Isn't that just wonderful?
Yes.
I think that's amazing.
That does.
That's a dream of mine. I have two boys as well. The oldest one is 5. The youngest one is he's got his 3 years birthday in a fortnight. That's a dream of mine to be able to field a team with those two guys if they ever want to race with their old stupid dad.
The monkey team.
Yeah, that'll be the Monkholm team.
Yeah.
Want to race with their old stupid dad.
Where all the monks are in church.
Yeah, exactly.
No. It's got nothing to do with that.
Monks.
But yeah, we are catching up and trying our best. We will not be in the best class of this racing. We already have set our minds to that. But my friend hasn't tried a 24 hours race yet, so we will participate in a way that we can finish this race and have a feeling about what is a 24-hour race, and especially Nürburgring or Nordschleife is what I would call it's gonna be a tough race, I think, for the not for the physics, but also the mindset about it.
It's a tough place to start, at least.
Yeah.
If you succeed on this, you will succeed on anything, I guess. This one is just like a nightmare to drive. Especially at night, it's gonna be quite demanding.
Oh, it's fun.
I know it's fun.
Like I said to Kid, when you just start driving the car, just approach it like you would if you were driving a fast car on regular streets. Like if you were driving a small street with a fast car, just drive it that way. You know, every time you get to something that you know, okay, that looks like a corner, be sure that you're going slow enough when you approach that corner until you learn the entire track. I had a bit of help learning the track when we started racing the Nordschleife as well. That was partly from Alex Rees, and I think we raced together with a Danish race car driver called Stefan Mahler as well at that point. And I sort of learned the last section from the carousel and onwards up to the Sonnenswans. I learned that by noticing that there's sort of three dips, three different valleys that you sort of go through on that journey, and then just every time you go down through one of those valleys, it's always like a left. You have a left turn on top of a hill or going down a hill. So the difference between those left turns, I just started to notice which one of the valleys I was going down into, and that really accelerated how fast I was able to turn the last half of the track. But it really puts your track learning skills. It really challenges you to figure out ways of remembering sequences of corners.
And it's hard. It's just left and right turns after each other. You really don't know where you're going.
But they're also pretty coming down through Hudson Track. It's also they're also quite similar, all the corners.
Yeah.
So they have about the same bend to them. It's just a question of the sequence of them. So it's all second and third gear corners. Yeah. They have about the same bend to them. It's just a question of the sequence of them. So it's all second and third gear. And then you come down. Then you come down through the valley and up to the Flugplatz, the long right hander. That's nearly top gear. You go out through this open place up towards the Swedenkreuz, and the Swedenkreuz is in real life, that is definitely one of the scariest corners on any racetrack in the world. The car is completely unloaded and you're going at top speed. You're going almost as fast as you're going when you're going down the big straight. Unloaded, going at top speed. You're going almost as fast as you're going, especially when you're driving like a normal passenger car. It is extremely scary. That's a place, if you go off in a passenger car, a normal street car on the track at that point, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to feel that in the morning. On the track at that point, I think the great thing about the track is that it's narrow compared to modern GP tracks, but at most points it's not that narrow that you can't race side by side with two cars. And because it's always because it's always combinations of corners. Back in the other back in other races prior years, we've actually seen a lot of great duels between cars where they were really fighting it out. For some reason, my file transfer credentials doesn't work anymore. Well, we'll have more time to get this up and running, probably with all the live timing data and stuff like that for next week. So hopefully there'll be a lot more precise data on what's going on the track. And I also think that we have to take the day placing this practice on a Thursday up for reconsideration.
Yeah, that will be advisable to do. There's no reason spending time if there's no team practicing at this date because of other plans or what it might be. I don't know.
And I had some really good arguments for people to use the online practice as well, because especially R Factor 2 is, unless you save the track with live real road conditions with the track rubbered in, it's actually hard to get to practice in conditions that resemble the real race. So you end up practicing offline in single player or practicing on your own server, and that's not going to be the same conditions as the real race server. And it actually has quite an impact on the setup of the car, whether you practice in the real conditions or not. So it's really smart to get online and practice, and especially practice when the other teams are on the server as well, so you get to know them and get to know their driving habits and how you get around them if they're slower cars, or who the guys are that's faster than you that you need to look out for in your rearview mirror and stuff like that. There's so many benefits to practicing online, and I know a lot of teams will be sandbagging and are afraid of showing their pace and other stuff like that. And for 20 years of sim racing, I've never seen that somebody seeing how fast I can drive suddenly made them 2 seconds faster. That's not how it works.
meaning to talk like about faster cars and like that, Peter. I'm really gonna miss my LMP2 already when I'm sitting in this Callaway.
Yeah, but the Callaway on the Northfly is just the beast.
Every time I go on the GP track with the Callaway, and it's just feeling wrong.
Yeah, but I wouldn't really want to go down through Bridgeton or Flanscott, a place like that in an LMP2 car. That would be insane. Like I saw, was it Neil Yanni who drove the Porsche 909 Evo? Did you see the onboard video of that?
Yeah.
In 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes something.
The sound is whacked up on the live stream. You know.
That was proper scary. Is the sound's acting up?
Yeah.
That might actually not be our fault. That might actually be the latest up to TeamSpeak, which again came out today. That might actually not be our fault. That might actually be. I'll try and disconnect and reconnect this. If that solved anything.
No, it did not. It's still the sound still lags from the game as well.
If that solved anything. No, it did not. It's still the sound still lags. Yeah, well, the sound is running through the NDI interface. That's not really something I can do anything about.
It's okay.
I might be able to delay. Might be able to delay the sound.
Having issues with video coding at Twitch. I think there's a lot of things going on the internet today which is not working properly. A lot of issues.
I think that should actually make it worse now. I think it has even more lag on the engine sound now.
Yeah, I think we should call the shots for today in the live stream.
I would really like to check this if this option works to sync up the sound of the game.
I think we should call the shots for today in the live stream.
I would really like to check this if this option works to sync up. Let's try and check for myself as well. No, it just completely lost. It just completely lost connection to the Restream hub. It just completely lost.
I'm experiencing issues as well. Maybe it's internet related. I don't know.
Yeah, it's up to the Restream hub. Like suddenly it jumps to 11 megabits and then falls down to 3 and then back to 11. I think there's some kind of like this is not my connection because my connection is. I think something's going on with either Restream or Twitch, YouTube, whoever is receiving data in the other end.
Yeah. There are issues today because my internet also runs really strange at the fiber connection company. Maybe I should do a speed test.
Always running the I should actually be having that. I should actually have been. Okay.
There are issues today with the internet.
Okay. Yeah, because I should have had the monitor here as well on the.
I'm only running. Normally, this server has a 500 megabits connection. It has a 25 megabits connection right now.
Oh.
This server has a 500 megabits connection, and that's directly to the ISP. Yep, 2325 from this PC to the internet.
Yeah, it's completely
close down for tonight, I guess. Make that is not gonna persist. Yeah. I think that's enough for today, Peter. I think we should end this live stream with a word from our sponsors and call it for today.
Yeah, I just quickly wanted to test. I still have 400 megabits to my internet host, so no problems here. It's definitely at the other. I think that's strange.
It started like half an hour ago. Out of the blue.
Yeah, okay. Nothing we can do about it. Yeah. Let's end with the sponsors and everything, and we'll see you next week. Maybe on a different day. Might actually go back to Friday the way we had it in previous years, which was, we had a lot more drivers online on Fridays. So it seems that's a better day for doing this. Prizes for the Nürburgring 24-hour race boosted with TV broadcast by Sport Extra as well. To sum up, we're going to try to get other partners into that race as well. Sign-ups are still available, although it is coming down. I think we have room for 60 or 65 cars, John.
Yes.
There's currently 41 tickets available. I can't remember how many is signed up. I think it's 19 cars or something like that. Yeah, something in that order. Landing page for that race, everything, teaser stuff, all the stuff that you guys out there as participants need as well in order to help us let people know that the race is on. All of that coming up later tonight or sometime tomorrow. Yeah, and I think that's it. I am Peter Monkholm. Along with me was
John Fabricius Terrell.
And that's it for us for tonight. See you. Bye-bye.
Communication. It started out as a conversation between two people, but as time went by and people's needs became greater, they developed more ways to communicate. Businesses today need to minimize incomplete connections. Therefore, it is critical that they provide optimal service. Xilinx desktop, mobile and web applications can process everything from normal calls and callbacks to chats, emails, and social media inquiries. Let Xilinx liberate your business. To chats, emails, and social media inquiries. Let Xilinx